Hello, everyone, and welcome back at it again with another episode of Wait for the Playlist Shuffle podcast. What you thought this was? Come on now. Like I promised, we're going to talk about Spider-Man across the Spiderverse again with a different song. Last time we talked about Coil Ray's Self-Love with Metro Boomin and talked about how it represented Gwen's character. We're kind of on the same trend with this song as well. This song is called Home by Metro Boomin, Lil Uzi Vert, and Don Toliver. So without further ado, I've already explained what the movie's all about, and I've already mentioned that Metro Boomin produced this whole album. So we're just going to get right into the song called Home, and we're going to talk about it right after this. DJ, drop that track. It's a pretty smooth vibe. It does get into the feels a bit. It's one of those songs that puts you in perspective, kind of like Self-Love does. The way I see this song is that this speaks for Miles Morales' character and him being Spider-Man and the responsibility that he has to take on as Spider-Man that can be quite overbearing, especially with some of the events that have taken place in this movie. If you remember in the last episode, I said that Miles Morales was actually a mistake, that he wasn't supposed to be Spider-Man. He went to the Spider-Man headquarters where he basically found out the truth. In a way, he feels misunderstood. Even with his parents don't really understand him, because really he can't let them understand who he is as Spider, because he's Spider-Man, so he has to keep that identity safe. But learning the truth that he was a mistake of being a Spider-Man kind of hit him pretty hard, and all he wanted to do was go home. One, because he knew that the villain in the movie, the Spot, was going crazy with all these traveling into the Spiderverse and all these universes and dimensions, messing up these dimensions. It is said that Miles Morales' dad was going to die, or he's going to get killed on the day that he gets inaugurated as captain of the police department. So he wants to go back home and stop that from happening. But Spider-Man 2099, aka Miguel, is trying to prevent Miles Morales from going home and messing up what's supposed to happen, because obviously, we all know the Spider-Man story. Spider-Man characters or Spider-Woman, they lose someone important. So that's always the canon. But at this point, Miles is trying to go home. He's trying to escape Miguel and all the other Spider-Mans in that headquarters. And he finally gets to that machine that transport you to specific dimensions or universe. And in the end, Miles ends up in the wrong universe. Spoiler alert. So you can hear in the beginning of the song where after Metro says his producer tag, you hear that line saying, "See you back home, Spider-Man." That's the villain saying that. I like it because it kicks us off to Miles Morales' character wanting to go home. But some of the lyrics I want to read, I want to give my interpretation on it, because I thought it was pretty interesting as to, when you think about it, how far deep it gets. So the hook, it goes, "I let it go on and on and on. Oh yes, I am. I want to go home, home, home. Oh yes, I am. Don't take it personal. You know who I am. Ain't nothing reversible, so I stay as I am. I guess I'm off and I'm leaving. Guess I'm alone in this evening. Fight all my battles all alone. Trying to make it home. Trying to make it home, trying to make it home." When he says, "I let it go on and on and on," I feel like it took me a while to think about it, but I think it's addressing the Spider-Man franchise, of how we see this story time and time again, and seeing all this canon events. Someone that Spider-Man loves or Spider-Woman loves, they die. A relative or a best friend or a loved one. And so they let it go on and on and on. Oh yes, I am. I guess it's saying like, I am Spider-Man, and this is, it goes on and on and on. It doesn't stop. It says it like this, like, ain't nothing reversible, so I stay as I am. I can't reverse what's going to happen. I can't reverse fate or destiny or the story of Spider-Man, so I stay as I am. I am Spider-Man. I guess I'm off and I'm leaving. guess I'm alone in this evening. Fight all my battles all alone, trying to make it home. It's the battle of Spider-Man protecting his identity, and his loved ones don't understand who he is or what he has to do. The responsibility that he carries on his shoulder and the hurt that he goes through physically and mentally. That whole hook and chorus, it basically sums up Miles' mentality as a Spider-Man. I could say that it could be talking about, every Spider-Man, but the home part is where it addresses Miles Morales, because he's trying to go back home, away from all these Spider-Man and away from Miguel, and hoping to save his dad in time before the villain, kills him or causes the event that will eventually kill his dad. Will it happen? I don't know. We'll have to wait till the third Spider-Verse movie to see what happens, because the second movie left off on a crazy cliffhanger. So Lil Uzi Vert comes in with nothing's reversible, so I just stay as I am. They do this to hurt my soul, but I'm stronger than them. I have different technicalities, shoot my web, swing from these buildings, and I'm finally free. And I can't help that everyone looks like I'm some kind of freak. My shadow's the only one that follows me. And I've been fighting crime, hiding my identity. I wish that I would wake up without an enemy. That's real right there. I wish that I would wake up and this all is a dream. I've been trying to find true love mixed with peace. Yeah, so it's deep. It's deep. It's all with the Miles Morales character and his confliction of the responsibility of being Spider-Man. Lil Uzi really just hits it direct right there. They do this to hurt my soul, but I'm stronger than them. I have different technicalities, shoot my web, swing from these buildings, and I'm finally free. I mean, come on, that's literally describing the Spider-Man right there. But then it just gets really deep and personal, and I can't help that everyone looks like I'm some kind of freak. Like he's pretty much like abnormal compared to society, and my shadow's the only one that follows me. The shadow of Spider-Man, there's no other. Nothing else understands him, nothing else follows him around, but only himself. Only he knows what he's going through. Only he knows the pain. I've been fighting crime, hiding my identity. Self-explanatory right there. I wish that I would wake up without an enemy. Like, come on, like that hits real hard. Like, that's facts right there. But Spider-Man is always going to have enemies. I wish that I would wake up and this is all a dream. I've been trying to find true love mixed with peace. The true love part, we see how Miles Morales be trying to hit up with Spider-Woman, with Gwen. And he's just hoping to find peace. And we as the audience, we always want Spider-Man to have peace in the end. But what draws us to the Spider-Man franchise is he's always going to have enemies left and right. And we're always going to see the same enemies pop up. Now that in this day and age of the Spider-Man movies, we got multiverses, we got Spiderverses. Even Marvel bought into this multiverse dimension within the Spider-Man franchise. They just put it like a live action feel. They brought the Green Goblin back. They brought Electro Man, Doc Ock. So Spider-Man is never going to be at peace, because no matter what enemies, shape or form, they just arrive, even if they come back from the dead, because they're in another dimension. And then the chorus comes back in again, and then you hear the outro dialogue, initializing go home machine, dimensional signature identified. So that's the AI, the robot machine that teleports the characters to different dimensions. And then Miles comes in saying, "Sorry, man, I'm going home." I think that was the part in the movie where he's trying to get away from Miguel, and he says that line. And then later on, he gets through the teleportation machine. He gets in his room, and he's like, "I made it. I'm home." So that was Home by Metro Boomin, Don Toliver, and Lil Uzi. Just basically representing Miles Morales' character, his inner battles of the responsibility of being Spider-Man and wanting to go home and wanting to basically change the story, change the narrative of Spider-Man before the narrative continues on and is written for him. Having the perspective of how he feels he has to fight all this battle alone, whether it's the battles of himself and another party, an actual villain. He's got to take on this responsibility. He's got to take on the role. Even though he's happy to be Spider-Man, it could take a toll. So we're going to end it there. I know this was a short episode, but I wanted to put this out there. This song was pretty self-explanatory, but I love this song. I love how it represents Miles' character, and much like Coil Ray's Self-Love, they both got a vibe going on together, which honestly kind of flows together when you think about it. With those two characters, these two songs really complement each other as far as what they represent and who they represent, and I think it really complements the album pretty well. So like I said, props to Metro Boomin and to all those in the music department, to all those who participated in the music department, and that includes the music supervisor Keir Lehman. Please make sure you follow the Playlist Shuffle podcast on social media platforms. We are on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We're trying to boost our YouTube page and TikTok page. So please, if you don't mind, please go like our videos. Please subscribe to our channels, and please share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We would like to build on the algorithms and all that stuff, and so we would like to grow and get this podcast to become more. All right, this has been your boy Jay Malley. This has been another episode of the Play the Shuffle podcast, and please stay tuned for more episodes. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.